felt left out in some point, right? So feeling like you don't belong, and you may be even questioning yourself like as to why you're in this situation. So by the looks of it, I come to notice that we are all from diverse backgrounds, meaning that we are probably from different ethnicities, and they may be contributed to the minority here in the United States. So, since I belong to a minority group, I have noticed that my ethnicity, as well as other ethnicities, are discriminated against frequently, and you can see this mostly through stereotypes. So, as being part of the major minority group here in the United States, which is Latino, you hear most of the stereotypes aiming to Mexicans. So, for example, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard someone call someone that looks Latino a beaner, chunti, or a wetback. But how do you know that they're Mexican? For all we know, it could be someone that is Guatemalan, Colombian, Cuban, I don't know, maybe even a Native American. So even though we might not see Mexican discrimination being exposed on the media, it is happening. So today I want to just share more about this problem that is affecting the Mexican population, and I hope that by the end of this, you guys will help put a stop to this problem. So where does Mexican discrimination take place? Well, Mexican discrimination can take place, well, basically anywhere, and even in the workplace. So according to an LA Times article published on May 7th, 2015, it talks about how a Mexican employee from Delta Airlines was given a warning because they were speaking Spanish during the work hours. So employer Maria Mejia was prohibited from speaking Spanish and was not allowed to speak any other language but English. So another example of this discrimination is seen in a 2010 Huffington Post article, which reveals that 81% of Hispanics living here in the United States are constantly being discriminated. So even one person that was interviewed stated that she sees that most of the people that are mistreated are mostly Mexicans. And I bet you guys have heard, why people think that, it's wrong that Mexicans just come here, to maybe just steal jobs or to just come and be lazy. Which leads me to the main reason why there is Mexican discrimination. So, the major cause of Mexican discrimination is because people do not agree with Mexicans coming and residing here in the country and working here. So according to HG.org, a civil rights lawyer, Sebastian Gibson, states that this discrimination can be seen most when the economy takes a turn to the worst. So they may turn to blame them for there not being enough jobs or money in the country. And it leads me to state that 3 in 10 Hispanic have felt that they have been discriminated inside of their workplace, which the types of discrimination include racial remarks as well as lower pay. So this leads me to tell you guys a little story of how I've experienced this type of discrimination with my friend's mother. So my friend's mother works in a sweatshop, and she says that she gets paid $8 an hour. So as we all know, that's less than minimum wage. So she said that her and her coworkers have to, endure this type of abuse because, well, they're immigrants and they really have no say. So, I know that, this, Mexican discrimination is gonna be hard to stop, but it isn't impossible. So, you guys may be asking yourselves, what can we do to help? Well, here are some solutions. So, in Ending Racial Discrimination, published in 2003, written by James Gillen, he offers a solution. He states that by ignoring people's races and just seeing them as nothing more and nothing less than a human can help diminish discrimination. Another solution can be the one that Carleton University offers, which is just to avoid any type of discrimination. So this means you cannot really take part of someone's disguised discrimination as humor or even an academic debate. So Mexican discrimination is happening. It occurs every day, whether you guys notice it or not. So discrimination is the unjust or prejudicial treatment for categories of people or things, especially on the grounds of race, age, or sex. So throughout this speech, I first started saying how Mexican discrimination was present even in places where it should not happen. Then I proceeded on explaining why there is discrimination, and then I offered potential and effective solutions to help stop this. So the next time you guys want to say something that will probably be discriminative towards someone, just try to stop yourselves. That way we can all take part in ending discrimination.